The Atlanta Falcons secured a thrilling 26-24 victory over the New Orleans Saints on Sunday, improving their record to 2-2 for the season. Despite the excitement of the last-second win, one of the more concerning narratives for the Falcons remains the lack of production from tight end Kyle Pitts, a player once heralded as one of the team's brightest offensive stars. In 4 games this season, Pitts has only 8 receptions for 105 yards and 1 touchdown, a far cry from the breakout performances expected from the 4th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. In Sunday's win, Pitts was held without a single catch on 3 targets, continuing what has been a disappointing stretch for the 4th-year tight end. His struggles have been notable, particularly given his status as one of the most physically gifted players on the team. Falcons head coach Raheem Morris was asked about Pitts' lack of involvement in the offense and the concerns surrounding his diminished role in the passing game. Rather than directly addressing Pitts' underwhelming production, Morris deflected the conversation toward the team's overall success. "You know, it's just about going out there and winning the game. When you're out there, you're playing," Morris said. "He had a couple targets today, he had a couple things going up that way. We had a questionable call at the end of this stretch again to Kyle. Those things are always unfortunate." Morris was likely referencing a key moment in the second quarter when Pitts made a catch that was nullified by an offensive pass interference penalty on wide receiver Drake London. This call erased what would have been a short gain for Pitts, adding to the frustration of a day where the tight end struggled to make an impact. The head coach also hinted at another missed opportunity from the previous week, when the Falcons lost 22-17 to the Kansas City Chiefs. In that game, officials missed what appeared to be a clear case of pass interference by Chiefs defender Brian Cook on Pitts during a crucial play in the closing moments of the game. These instances suggest that Pitts has been close to making key plays, but factors outside of his control have contributed to his limited production. However, when pressed about the scrutiny surrounding Pitts' numbers, Morris made his stance clear. "For me, stats are for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. You go out there, you try to win each game. We were able to win it today. That's what we did." Morris's remark reflects a broader philosophy that winning trumps individual statistics, a sentiment often used by coaches to downplay concerns over a player's lack of involvement. But for a player like Pitts, whose value is largely tied to his ability to make plays in the passing game, his lack of catches and yards will undoubtedly remain a talking point for media and fans. Pitts' value as a tight end is not just in blocking but in his ability to stretch defenses with his speed and size, a role he excelled in during his rookie season when he surpassed 1,000 receiving yards. While Morris's comments may shift attention away from the numbers, it's hard to ignore the drop-off in Pitts' performance. Some observers might infer that Morris's statement places some of the responsibility on offensive coordinator Zach Robinson, whose job it is to ensure that Pitts is properly utilized in the offense. Pitts' struggles to get open have been a recurring issue, dating back to the previous coaching regime under Arthur Smith. Despite his obvious talent, Pitts has often found himself either under-targeted or ineffective in key situations. That said, Pitts has shown flashes of his immense potential this season. In Week 3 against the Chiefs, he had a 50-yard reception that served as a reminder of his game-breaking ability. After that game, Robinson commented on Pitts' potential for improvement, saying, "I think the more he can be detail-oriented, play as fast as he did, the ball is naturally just going to find him." However, Pitts has yet to fully capitalize on his opportunities this season. In 4 games, he hasn't had more than 3 catches in a single outing. His 8 receptions on 12 targets are well below the standard expected of a player drafted as highly as he was. For a player selected as the highest drafted tight end in NFL history, this level of production is disappointing, especially considering his standout rookie season where he recorded 1,026 yards receiving. Morris's comments will likely only serve to temporarily deflect criticism. As the Falcons prepare for next week's game against the NFC South leading Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the pressure will mount to get Pitts more involved in the offense. If Atlanta wants to remain competitive and continue their push for the playoffs, finding ways to unlock Pitts' potential may become a key factor in their success. Fans and analysts alike will be keeping a close eye on whether Pitts can regain the form that made him one of the most dangerous tight ends in the league during his first season.